Hi everyone, I'm Deborah Kozlovic, a Creative Memories Independent Advisor from Australia. First of all, I would like to thank Creative Memories for letting me participate in the Worldwide Virtual Crop this June. The sketch I will be completing today is Sketch 3. So the technique that I will be showing you today is I've made a little puppy dog's face for this circle image here. And the paper pack that I'll be using with that today is Welcome Home. And this is not completed, but it is my design of my sketch layout for number 3. I still need to do some journaling and add an extra photo here in this circle bit. So this is the little puppy dog face that I will be showing you how to complete today. So it's going to be my little embellishment. I chose to do something like that, considering with the photos as well, instead of just putting another little photo there or adding a journal box and whatnot. So today I will show you how to make this little puppy dog's face here. So the things that I'm using today, I'm using these 2 designer papers. You would also need just a small amount of black card and white cardstock. I'm also using my large circle, my second smallest oval. Also in our custom cutting system, must have been way back, they also had some rectangle custom cutting systems out. So I'll be using the smallest one of that set. Green blade, blue blade, the corner rounder, the position point adhesive, also some repositional tape, and the piece by piece one that's got the circle, the half moon and the heart, and also the circle border cartridge. To start off with, to make our little puppy dog's face, you would need your base color that you would choose to make your face with. So I'm going to use it with the lighter color, which is the white with the speckles on it. So you need your large circle with your green blade cutting on the intertrack. So just need one of those. The next thing that we would need, we need to get our black cardstock, and we need your second smallest oval, and we want to cut out with our blue blade, using also the inner track with the blue blade, and that makes his little nose. So we'll go on there like that. Just bring this other one in. Next is, I've decided to use the circle chain border cartridge because the circles were a little bit bigger than the one on the piece by piece. So I'm using this for his 2 eyes. So just going to punch that out. And also with the piece by piece, I'm just going to cut out a half moon shape, which I'll then use that for his mouth. Drop all those little pieces down. Next, we'll start with our white cardstock. And I'm going to be cutting 2 of this white tiny circle there. So that's his eyes and his mouth. So the next step that we will be doing, I'm using the brown, and we're making his ears from this color here. So using the rectangle and the green blade, also using the inner track, I want to make this round about 2.5 inches long. So just lining that up with 1, 2.5. So around about there. So we want to use the inner track and we want to cut 2 of these. Oops, just making sure that you get it in the track completely. And that's his ears. Alternately, if you don't have these little rectangle custom cutting systems, you can also freehand cut the ears. So I would find it easy is, you know, like getting your piece of designer paper. It'd be harder with cardstock, of course. Folding it back to front and making sure your back is probably your lightest piece. Just finding a piece, getting a pencil, and then just drawing the curve around and then cutting that out. So that's the ears, and with the ears, it's got the curvy edges up the top, so I just use the corner rounder and curve them as well. The next step we're going to do is going to put him all together. We're going to start off with the eyes. So just with the precision point glue, just need a tiny little dab, placing the eyes on. Also like to use my multi-tool just to adjust and to move them around if I need to. Next, just going to let that dry for a bit. So I'm going to use my repositional tape. I'm going to place the nose down first. The great thing about repositional tape is that if you haven't lined it up properly or it's not in the right position where you want that, it's easy to lift up and move. Back with the glue pen, just adjusting where you would like the eyes to sit. Also, again, I would use my multi-tool to adjust the eyes to where I would like them. So that would just dry there. So now I'm just going to place the little mouth down the bottom here. The glue will also dry clear, so if you accidentally use too much or it's in the wrong spot, it will dry clear. So now with the ears, I'm going to use my repositional tape. That way I can adjust the ears if I need to. So with the first one, so I'm going to do the one that's sitting behind. Just going to put a little bit of repositional tape up the top. And then just adjusting to where you would like that ear to sit. It's up to you. I'm just going to put mine on a little angle like that. So with my next one, I'm going to put it down here. So when I flip it over, just make sure that you put the repositional on the right side. If you don't, all is good. You can actually just rub that away. So then I'm just going to put that there like that. And there you have it, a little puppy dog's face to add to my layer. I'm just going to move this one down a little bit more. So the other thing that I did with my layout with this little puppy's face is that I put the foam squares on the back. So that way it gave my layout a little bit of dimension. So it's just up a little bit. So just going through my layout, I did write measurements down on the sketch. So this little box here is a small circle using the green blade, and then I'll cut out a photo with the small circle with the red blade, which that will be like a 4x6, sorry. Over here, I'll do my journaling. And then my photos, I measured my photos out to be 5 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then place it on a 4x6 photo mat. And there you have it, my sketch. Thank you for listening. Happy scrapping.